We've reached finals day on the Karting Superprix, and there have been plenty of thrills and spills on the way.
And he's making his movement. Ozan's up the inside, and Ozan is Ozan's off! Oh, Ozan's off, and Jeanette peaks off. They both off into the straw bales, the two leaders. Oh! This is the middle class of the seniors. A large choice of tyres, 100cc engines. Oh, and a spin there. He puts his hands up. No wonder he puts his hands up. He doesn't want anybody to hit him, but Richard Gregory takes a fair old bang then.
These splendid trophies are waiting for the three major finals still to be decided in the Karting Superprix. Plus, of course, £5,000 in total prize money. Yes, welcome to the final programme in the Karting Superprix series from the Clay Pigeon Circuit in Dorset. As you can see, there's an awful lot at stake for the drivers, but before we find out who our champions are, there's going to be an awful lot of entertaining and exciting action. Also on offer for the winners, a day out with the Ian Taylor Racing School at Thruxton. Our first final is the Nationals class. Remember, the drivers have fought their way through 4 tough rounds to qualify. As we join it, there's a battle going on for first place between number 9 Ricky Flynn from Cheshunt and number 58 Paul Evans of Wokingham. Nick Harris is your commentator.
80 miles an hour before they break for Billy's Blind. These two locked together in mortal combat now as they come up towards the S's. Flynn leads, Evans in second place. Over the finish line, 6 laps to go towards the hairpin. Flynn just blocks Evans as he tries to go around the outside. So Flynn leading, Evans in second place. Richardson and Franchitti, the Scottish champion, now up into 4th place. But these are the two leaders at Pitts Bend. Flynn blocking every move of Evans as he tries to get through. Evans now up the inside. Flynn blocks him again, up towards Billy's Blind. He's going to try the outside. And Flynn again shuts the door on as they go through, into the S's. Flynn and Evans, the two leaders, through the S's. Over the finish line, 5 laps to go, up towards the hairpin. A dab of the brakes, they're through. Up towards the loop, and left-hander, then towards Pitts Bend. 3rd place is now Richardson. Franchitti now up into 4th place, Shirl 5th. But the two leaders really are battling hard. Flynn in the lead, Evans in second place. £500 up for grabs. The whole series now resting on this race. 4 rounds they've been through. Some of them all been through a B final. And these two putting on a tremendous race at the front. Flynn still holding off Evans. Up to the hairpin. Evans and Flynn. Now up into 3rd place, Richardson. Shirl up into 5th. But Flynn still leading. Evans still in 2nd place. At Pitts Bend. Evans trying all he knows to get past him. Richardson also now looking slightly dangerous in 3rd place. Up towards Billy's Blind. Flynn holding him off. Evans again trying every way he can to try and get through. Over the finish line, 3 laps to go. This is still anybody's race. Flynn blocks him again at the hairpin. Flynn leads, Evans second. Now into Pitts Bend. Richardson again looking threatening in 3rd place. Now number 27, in fact, in the picture there, in 3rd place, is actually being lapped. He's tangling with the leaders at the moment. He's getting in the way of them a little bit. Richardson is in 3rd place. And that, in fact, is Paulus. He's keeping up with them very well indeed. Flynn still leading. Evans again trying to get around the outside. Billy's Blind. He's got to make his move soon. So, 1.5 laps to go. A whole series resting on these 1.5 laps. 900 yards around the Clay Pigeon Circuit. These two now know that they've just got 1.5 laps to go. That's Paul O'Zone. There's 3rd and 4th at the moment. In 3rd place we have Richardson, 4th place Shirl. But these are the two leaders, just over a lap to go. They're through Billy's Blind. They're up into the S's. 1 lap to go. This really now, surely now Evans has got to make his move in 2nd place. He's tried to go through, but he's been blocked again by Ricky Flynn. Flynn round the loop, up towards Pitts Bend. Number 27, Paul O'Zone, has been lapped. He's not in this. These are the two leaders. Richardson in 3rd place, Shirl 3rd, but now it's going to be between these two. Just half a lap to go. Evans is making his move as they come into Billy's Blind. No, Flynn blocks him again. Flynn still leading as they go into Billy's Blind for the last time. Up towards the loop, up towards the S's now. just 20 yards to the finish. He takes the checkered flag. Ricky Flynn wins. Tremendous drive with him at the front. Paul Evans in second place. Richardson in third place. Sherlin fourth. But well done, Ricky Flynn.
Well done indeed to 20-year-old Ricky Flynn from Cheshunt, our Nationals champion. Paul Evans was runner-up. Simon Richardson of Ascot third.
Well, Ricky, congratulations. How does it feel to be the champion?
Quite nice, It's hard out there.
It was certainly terribly close, wasn't it, with Paul? He put a lot of pressure on you.
Paul was probably the quicker driver. He was fractionally quicker onto the back straight over the start-finish line. He just had to hold it tight down the back straight to stop him coming through.
What gave you the edge over him then?
We just got the jump on the start. It's so difficult to overtake, especially around this circuit. Just made it hard for him to come through, driving the inside lines all the time.
So we come then to the final of the Junior Britain event, a highly competitive 24-driver event. This, of course, you remember, for the 12 to 16-year-old category. And as the grid streams round, heading for the start, the man in pole position will be Jamie Spence in cart number 6, and that's the view from the back of the grid. Christian Horner in cart 12, and away they go, straight into the lead. As they come round that bottom bend, up and through the S's, cart number 34. That's James Matthews, who's shown good form in some of the earlier heats. 10 laps of this clay pigeon circuit to go. A lot of prestige at stake. There's somebody who's already in trouble. Nathan Faraday in cart 70, already out of the action. He'll no doubt try and get back in it, but obviously his chances are less now. James Matthews still with the lead as they come down this quick part of the circuit, just ahead of Jamie Spence in second. Patton is third, and Dudfield fourth. So the leader in this early stage of this 10-lap race is 14-year-old Jamie Matthews from Sheffield. There's a spin-off there on Billy's blind. Fortunately, it would appear that nobody's hurt. Cart number 87 in trouble there. Stuart Capstick, also one of those who spun off and in trouble. There's the view from Christian Horner's helmet at the back of the grid, although obviously he'll be fighting his way through with the incidents in front of him. Meantime, our leader goes through. That's cart 34 still. Jamie Matthews showing a clean pair of heels to Jamie Spence, the 16-year-old from Basildon in Essex, the young man who's not long left school. He's now working as a carpet fitter. He's in second place. So it reads Matthews, Spence, Patton and Dudfield as they set off on their third lap. In a moment we'll put the clock on them and just see how fast these youngsters are going, because they are, remember, driving the slightly larger carts from the cadets, the 100cc's, and they really are flying just about as quick as some of the seniors. Jamie Matthews, Jamie Spence and Jamie Patton, that's the order as they come through Billy's blind for the next time into the S's. Jamie Matthews, 14-year-old, leaving 16-year-old Jamie Spence, and Jamie Patton from Wareham just down the road in third place. As they stream through past the finish line, Matthews now building a nice composed lead at the front there. He's driving a good race. He's just staying out of trouble ahead of the pack. They're not getting close enough to pressurize him. And Matthews, in fact, just clocked a lap of 36.9 seconds. That's an average speed of just under 49 miles an hour. And that's pretty good going on a circuit like this, where these youngsters, remember, no one here older than 16. They're touching speeds of very nearly 80 miles an hour at times down the straight. Away they go on lap 4. The rest of the pack, the rest of the field are getting strung out behind Christian Horner there. We saw the view from his helmet. As the race progresses further, of course, so the lead will open up at the front. At least that's the way it normally happens. And James Matthews, Jamie Spence and Jamie Patton, the three Jamies, at the front of this Junior Britain final. Dudfield now in 4th place and Davis in 5th. So there we go, the leaders up across the finish line. Exciting stuff for the crowd here. Good example there of the way they stream through hard round that corner into the hairpin, down towards the bottom of that, into the left-handed loop. They go back up towards the top, swing it round that right-hander, the pits bend. Nice shot there of what it looks like from the rear of the grid. And here they come down the quickest bit of the circuit. touching 60, 70, sometimes jolly nearly 80 miles an hour, down through Billy's blind. It's still young James Matthews from Sheffield, got the lead. He looks cool, he looks very calm and composed. Jamie Spence, who comes from Basildon in Essex. And behind him, things are hotting up. So at the moment, it's Jamie Matthews in the lead. We've got Spence in second. We've now got Firman up into third and Jamie Patton into fourth. So the battle really is hotting up behind the leader because James Matthews looks to have the race well under control and the interest lies further back. These youngsters, well, the prize they're chasing is £500 for the winner. So quite a valuable prize at stake, as well as the prestige of winning this superb televised series, which is exciting stuff on television for the first time. The 150-odd drivers here from all classes all around the country taking part, and these juniors providing us with some excellent racing. Lapping, as I say, at not far under 50 miles an hour, which means at times they are going very fast down that pit straight. Kart number 34, Jamie Matthews, taking it wide on the corner, nearly getting into trouble, staying clear of trouble though. He's catching up with the back marker. He goes across the finish line with a couple of laps to go. He knows that if he just hangs on and keeps that lead going, stays out of trouble, he'll be all right, and he'll take the checkered flag and the £500. So it's Matthews, it's Spence, it's Firman now in third place. Davis is up into fourth. As they approach the final lap, the leaders, Hessian in fifth and Patton in sixth. They're heading towards the start of their final lap. James Matthews coming down into Billy's blind again, keeping cool, still staying out of trouble. Into the S's, through the left-hander there. Final lap, that's the sign he's got. The battle really hotting up behind him now. Ralph Firman up into second place. And still only the one lap to go. That's Jamie Spence, who's gone off for a little excursion into the countryside. That's really blown his chances. James Matthews really staying out of trouble, well ahead of the rest of the field. He looks to have the race pretty well sewn up. Let's hope that hasn't put the mockers on him. But it does look as if he's only got to go through Billy's blind and stay cool and keep it all together. Here he goes. Round into the S's for the final time. And he crosses the line. Well done, Jamie Matthews. In second place, it's Firman. Third is Davis. Fourth is Hessian. Fifth is Patton. 13-year-old James Matthews then our juniors champion. Ralph Firman of Norfolk second. Jamie Davis of Yeovil third.
Well, James, what's it like to be the junior champion?
I feel very pleased about it, and it really knocks my confidence up a lot.
How hard has the racing been in this series?
It's been very competitive. It's a really competitive field and lots of good drivers in it.
We're all set now for the battle of the big boys, the Super Nationals final after the break.
Nestle Original Dairy Crunch. Smooth chocolate. Crispy rice.
White Dairy Crunch. The smoothest white chocolate with crispy rice.
Relax. With the heavenly taste of white chocolate and crispy rice.
White Dairy Crunch from Nestle. Can you resist the crunch?
Alison, you laid 5 places again.
He's been away a whole week.
Yeah. I bet Nicky's not eating this well at college.
He'll be all right. Anyway, means more for us. Well, he's in the big wide world now. He's got to learn. Pity, this is his favourite meal.
Stop it.
That is terrific. Where did you learn to cook like that?
Search me.
Tensions running high for the culmination of this great karting series here at the Clay Pigeon Raceway. This is the big final, the 10-lap Super Nationals. We've had 5 attempts to start the race, and now the clerk of the course has stopped the warming up lap and told the drivers to settle down a little bit because they want to get this race underway. It's going to be between the two men at the front. I don't think there's any doubt about that. That's Nort, Richard Weatherly. He's won 2 of the previous rounds going into the final. And number 12, David Duff. And they're away, safely away this time. And it's Weatherly leading into Billy's Blind. So Weatherly leads. I think it's Duff in second place. Is it Cuff in second place? No, it's not. It's number 30, Chapman, up into second place. Cuff third. But leading the way, Richard Weatherly. Weatherly leads. Number 33, Gary Chapman in second place, and David Cuff in third spot. Those are the 3 leaders on this first lap as they go round the loop up towards Pitts Bend. So Weatherly leads, second place Chapman, third place Cuff, fourth place O'Hara, and fifth place Brogan. Down through the start area for the first time, approaching 80 miles an hour. Just a little dab on the brakes as they go into Billy's Blind for the second time. Weatherly leads, Chapman second, Cuff third. Up through the S's, over the finish line, 9 laps to go. They break for the hairpin. Weatherly still leads. A wealth of experience both in Britain and Europe. He's from Kent, as I said. He won 2 rounds of the qualifying. He also won the pre-final. And somebody goes off wide then. It looked like number 12, Cuff has gone. No, it's Weatherly. Weatherly's gone. We've lost Weatherly then. He's gone off wide. So now Cuff leads. In second place we have Weatherly is off and out of the race, we're told. Oh, what an upset for him, and there he is, the man that had dominated practice. It looks like he got into a tangle there with Jeremy Cottrell, but the man who dominated practice is out of the race. 8 laps to go, Cuff leads. Up into second place is number 11, Andrew O'Hara, and a bump there for O'Hara. Coming up into second place then now is number 2, Calder, and at 33 also off. The race has been stopped. The race has been stopped, the red flag being shown by the clerk of the course. I think that's probably concerning the incident that started with Richard Weatherly, but they're just 3 laps into this Super National final, and the race has been stopped.
Clerk of the course Charlie Box was the man who stopped the race, and he delivered a stern lecture for aggressive driving.
I will not tolerate stock car racing here. This is kart racing, nothing to do with stock racing. If you want to do that, forget kart racing, go and do it. Don't come here anymore. I expect proper racing, clean racing. I don't expect people just to go bowling each other off in that manner, and I will not have it.
Who was causing the problems there?
I think 50% of the drivers. I don't know why they do it. They just think they're something special. If they want stock car racing, let them go and do it. But I will not tolerate that type of behaviour, especially on a day like this.
Well, this controversial Super Nationals final eventually got underway again. And although racing was hard, the drivers had certainly cooled down somewhat after that roasting from Charlie Box. Nick Harris with the commentary.
Up through the S's, over the start line, over the finish line, 9 laps to go, up to the hairpin. Weatherly leading, number 12, Cuff, just tucked in behind him. In third place, still Gary Chapman. Round the left-hand loop, up towards Pitts Bend. Weatherly with a wealth of experience both in Britain and in Europe. He won 2 of the qualifying rounds. He also won the pre-race final. So, as I say, a wealth of experience at this level of competition. Cuff trying to get around the outside of it, failing. But it's still Weatherly leading. O'Hara in third place, now mounting a charge on the Cuff. And in fourth place, Ashley Sinclair. Into Billy's Blind. Weatherly, Cuff, O'Hara and Sinclair. This is Weatherly and Cuff. And this is the view from the camera car, Lee Renison. You can just see how bumpy karting is, also how fast it is. Tremendous battle in the lead. This is the big final, the 10-lap Super Nationals. Weatherly still leading, Cuff trying all he knows to get past him. In third place, O'Hara. In fourth place, Sinclair. And in fifth place, Steve Brogan. These 5 putting on a tremendous performance here at Clay Pigeon. Brogan trying to get up the inside of him now. No, he fails. It's still Weatherly. And Brogan's done it. Brogan's in the lead for the first time in this race. Sorry, Cuff's in the lead for the first time in this race. As they go up through the S's, over the finish line, 7 laps to go. David Cuff now leads into the hairpin. Weatherly in second place, in third place O'Hara, Sinclair fourth, and Steve Brogan fifth. They're now in the loop section, and Cuff pulling away slightly from Weatherly. David Cuff from Northwood in Middlesex, again a man with a wealth of experience, a former British champion. He was second in the pre-final. That's Cuff leading. In second place Weatherly, third place O'Hara, fourth place Sinclair, fifth place Steve Brogan. And Cuff's just put in a lap of 35.13, that's a speed of 51.24 miles per hour. They cross the finish line, 6 laps to go into the hairpin. Cuff still leading. but a real chasing bunch behind him now. That consists of Weatherly, it consists of O'Hara, it consists now of Sinclair and of Brogan. These 5 putting on a tremendous performance, but Cuff pulling away slightly as they go round Pitt's Bend. Through the finish area, past that commentary box at 80 miles an hour, a little dab on the brakes as they go into the right-hander of Billy's line. David Cuff, number 12, leads. Safely through the right-hander, up into the S's. So Cuff leads, Weatherly second, coming under increasing pressure from O'Hara, Sinclair, Chapman and Brogan. To the hairpin, we've now got 5 laps to go, half distance for Cuff. £500 first prize, this Super National final. He won 1 of the pre-qualifying rounds. Weatherly in second place won 2 of them, but Cuff's been saving his big charge perhaps for the final. He looks behind him, he can see Weatherly north, some 10-15 yards behind. Number 11, Andrew O'Hara in third place. Through Billy's Pride, up into the S's. They go right, then they go left, and then over the finish line they look to see 4 laps to go. To the hairpin. Brogan now up into 4th place, he's relegated Sinclair to 5th. That's the leader, Cuff, number 12. Behind him, Weatherly. In 3rd place, O'Hara. Brogan 4th, Sinclair 5th. And Cuff really on the charge at the moment. They've got, what, 2.5 laps to go. The fastest section of the course past our commentary position. 80 miles an hour, 0 to 60 these 100cc Rotax karts would do in just 3 seconds. And Weatherly coming under increasing pressure from 2nd place from Andrew O'Hara. But Cuff still leads, 2 laps to go. And O'Hara's now put in a lap of 35.2 seconds. That's 51.06. 51.06, a tremendous average speed round this 900-yard clay pigeon circuit. He's at the far end of the circuit now, Cuff. Round the right-hander, through the 80-mile-an-hour start area, past the commentary position, into the right-hander at Billy's blind. Safely negotiates Billy's blind. Weatherly still second, coming under more and more pressure from O'Hara. In 4th place, Steve Brogan, and in 5th place, Ashley Sinclair. 2 laps to go as they go up towards the hairpin. Cuff, Weatherly, O'Hara. And now we see that, in fact, Gary Chapman's up into 5th place. Steve Brogan still 4th, and Ashley Sinclair's been relegated to 6th. Cuff leads, a lap and a half to go. He must be thinking of that £500 and the trophy now. Weatherly fighting hard to hang on to 2nd place. Cuff into Billy's blind. Just over a lap to go, up into the S's. The last lap board now being shown to David Cuff. 1.09 gap between 1st and 2nd, so nearly 2 seconds between them. This is the last lap for David Cuff. He must be dreaming of that £500 now. No mistakes, hopefully, from the man from Northwood, the former British champion. He's an estate agent by trade. He was second in the pre-final, but no doubt about it now, he's on the charge. He's on his way towards winning the Super National final. Through the start area for the very last time, 80 miles an hour into Billy's blind for the last time. David Cuff on his way to victory. Cuff safely through the S's, the checkered flag being raided, and David Cuff wins the Super National final. In 2nd place, Richard Weatherly. 3rd place, Andy O'Hara. 4th place, Steve Brogan. And 5th place, Gary Chapman. But a win for the estate agent from Northwood in Middlesex. David Cuff wins the Super National final and takes home £500.
David Cuff then our Super Nationals champion. Richard Weatherly from London runner-up. Andrew O'Hara of Cheshunt 3rd.
After the first race, I didn't think I was going to manage it, but when Richards and the other guy came off, I thought I stood with it was a good chance. We stopped the race, and I thought, right, this is my really chance just to go for it this time. It's not a very long race, the shortest than we normally have.
How do you feel about the racing you've had here in this series?
Yes, it's been very good, very enjoyable. It has been very good, it's been well run as well.
Well, as David Cuff receives his prize from Formula One driver Johnny Herbert, an ex-karter himself, it's time to wind up the karting Superprix here at Clay Pigeon Raceway near Dorchester. We hope you've enjoyed 6 weeks of marvellous racing in Britain's first televised karting series. From all of us, it's goodbye.